According to the Buddhist sutra documented, Guanyin Bodhisattva represent each sentient being's inner self wishes. For instance, if the sentient being in a human suffering from the illness, Guanyin菩萨can appear as a doctor to deliver the medicine and to cure the patient. It all depends on the devotee's wishes, because Guanyin Bodhisattva, her main practice, her main vow is great compassion. Whoever and whenever the sentient being need her, just by calling her name, thinking of her, and she will be there. Sometimes Guanyin Bodhisattva can appear in the lower realm, for instance, animal realm. If the animal is hurt or chased by animal, Guanyin Bodhisattva can appear as a stronger animal to protect them. Even the lower realms of sentient being in hell, it's the same. They will just think of Guanyin, and their suffering will be eliminated immediately. That's the power and the great compassion of a Guanyin Bodhisattva. As long as we have a devotion to Guanyin Bodhisattva, we can just simply think of her, remember her in our mind, visualize her, and she will be there for us. It's just like a moonlight. In the very dark of the night, we do not need to check whether the moon is there. We just simply need to open our curtain, open our window. The moonlight will lighten up our dark room. It's the same like a sunlight. Sun is always there. It never disappears. As long as we have this direction to the sunlight, we open up our curtain, we open our window, the sunlight will brighten up our room. Guanyin Bodhisattva's great compassion is the same. If we practice a great compassionate heart, if we practice our great compassion, just by practicing great compassion, immediately we already channel our mind with Guanyin Bodhisattva. It's just like electricity. We have the wire can connect to the main generator. So this channel of the blessing from Guanyin Bodhisattva can deliver it to us. So actually it's not rely on Guanyin Bodhisattva itself. It's rely on our inner side of this connection with Guanyin Bodhisattva. So that's why we need to practice our inner strength and the inner side of our true mind to transform to Guanyin Bodhisattva's great compassion. Without this great compassion, Guanyin Bodhisattva cannot be a Guanyin. Without this great compassion, even though we have strong connection with the Guanyin, it's just like electricity doesn't connect to the main channel. You need to have the channel, the cable, directly wired to the generator. And the Guanyin Bodhisattva is like a generator. So in order we have a connection with her, we need to practice our great compassion, our kindness, our great compassionate mind. How can we have a true connection with Guanyin Bodhisattva? It's through our practice of a great compassionate heart, not only to ourselves, to our family member, to our neighbor, to our friend, to the animal, to sixth realm of sentient being. If we can transform our mind, the same like a Guanyin Bodhisattva, at that moment, we already have the main channel with Guanyin Bodhisattva. So we know Guanyin Bodhisattva represent great compassion quality of the Buddhahood. In order we can practice our self-realization path, liberation like a Buddha one day, first of all, we need to practice our great compassion, just like a Guanyin Bodhisattva. With practice this great compassion, immediately we already have great connection and direct connection with all direction of the Buddhahood. Guanyin Bodhisattva cannot attain her enlightenment just by selfish or just by carrying herself. She always put all sentient being priority as the first, more important than herself. Just according to a lot of Buddhist sutras documented, there's so many Bodhisattva story or Buddha's personal story all teach us be compassionate. How to be compassionate like Guanyin Bodhisattva is very simple. We just need loving others like loving ourselves. And sometimes we need even loving others more than loving ourselves, like all Bodhisattvas. So, as I already shared many stories of a Guanyin Bodhisattva, in order to have a direct connection with her, the simple method is thinking of her. Remember her teaching. Practice her wisdom. If we can continue this, practice the great compassion, actually we already have the spirit of a Guanyin alive inside of our mind. So that is the most important channeling with the Guanyin Bodhisattva. I hope you enjoy my short sharing today. By practicing our compassion, actually every day we have a direct connection with Guanyin Bodhisattva. I wish you enjoy my sharing today and hopefully to have you to join me next time. Thank you.